So hello everyone that's watching on the video, and then I also have for this I have people that are calling in on the telephone in the conference room. So welcome everybody. I'm super glad to have you here. It's amazing how summer is just flying on by. It's like, okay, I can't believe we're here towards the end of July already. But it's good. It's good. We, I know it's been kind of a crazy summer weather-wise and very intense energies, but I do think that we still are in the midst of these transitioning times. There's a lot that's happening. There's a lot happening in the universe. There's a lot that's happening here. There's a lot happening in the background. There's a lot happening in everyone's life. So many, many, many different layers of things. Um, and let's see. So, what I was saying then is that I'm trying to be more organized and keep things like I post them like days in advance. And I was glad that tonight's email went out, and I didn't have to even think about it because it was already scheduled. So that's kind of a fun thing to do. But let's see here. So so we have this channel tonight, and then we'll have another one in two. Actually, I'll have the two in August, but then the early part of September, I'm going to be out of town. So I guess I don't really need to be talking about it now, but the first one in September, I'm not going to have, and there'll be one or two of the universal light beings that I'm also going to skip doing because I'll be out of town. So just giving you a heads up. But until then, everything is status quo. I have started doing the email channels for people. If you have just one or two questions and you don't want to dedicate a whole half hour, and it's also half the price, then you can go look at that. It's still, I still spend time. I still connect with you. I still, it brings a lot of information, and there's still a lot of energy that you can feel in it as you're reading it and tapping into it. So it's a pretty good way if you want to just ask a couple of questions, like I said. So you can check that out. It's listed as the email channel, and then I also do a half hour or an hour. But I don't think I'm at the place where people are really spamming me a lot, which is good. But I'm not going to reach out and ask you to sign up for that. So if it's something that you want, then look at my website and you can get more information. Okie dokie. So I did the universal light beings last week, and I sent that out in the email, and that's on crystalline transformation. So I've got two different websites, and you can just look at whichever one depending on what type of channeling you want. They and the goddess are just different types of vibrations, different energies, and different focus. With the goddess of creation, which is what we're doing tonight, it's a meditation, and it's about helping each one that's listening to it to actually participate in the meditation. And sometimes it's about clearing. Most often there's a part of clearing in everything. And then after that, moving into something that's integrating the new energy. So the last time that we did this, it was on 7/7 on the day of a portal, and the energies were just really, really, really immense. So when we were in the all that is, it literally felt like we were enclosed in this walls of energy that were just flowing down. And as I looked at the walls, I could see shapes and geometries and numbers and patterns, and those, I was told, were light codes. And so the different light codes are intended for different things. And I also think that people receive different ones. There's a certain number that are just for all of humanity, to help humanity move through the rise and the vibration and the ascension process. But then depending on what's happening in each person's life, there may be things that are different for you. If like you need to really focus on, maybe you're getting rid of something, maybe you're changing something, whatever it may be. So that's what that's what I believe those light codes are doing. So so there's like the big picture of it, and then there's the more personalized picture of it. So I saw something like that back when what was it, the solstice on June 21st. That was the first time I really saw something like that. And then the one 2 weeks ago, it was just really different, and it was just a really different energy. And it felt wonderful, and it felt like it was doing so much for each one of us, plus for humanity in terms of transitioning and changing things. So I think we're in a very pivotal time, like I said at the beginning. And I think that this is just another way of showing us how we have energy that's coming in that's helping us on so many different levels. And then the other thing about these meditations is helping you really connect to your higher self, so that you can be open to that intuition and open to receiving your own personal messages that are coming from your own self, as that's helping you in your everyday life. So anyway, these meditations do a lot for everyone. And plus, it's putting it all in the energies of, or the ethers, if you want to call it, of the planet. And so things may be happening for people that don't even know that it's going on, don't even know that this is happening in the background. So anyway, pretty cool things. All right, so for this, as I mentioned, we do have the telephone, and if you want to ask a question, please call that phone number. You can just call it at the time that you want to ask the question, if you'd like, if you prefer to do, watch through the video. And when I do the universal light beings, I'll mention it when I send out the email next week, but I'm going to do it differently than I have been in the past. I'm not going to, as that showed me, trying to scroll, trying to read messages, trying to do, it was just way too much. And I ended up just being an absolute wreck afterwards. So just giving you a heads up, if you like to listen to both of them, if you want to ask a question for the universal light beings, which is going to be next Wednesday, not this week, but next week, you'll have to send me the message in advance, because I'm not going to scroll through. What happens is I'm in a channeling mode, and then I have to read, which is more of an ego mode, and then I have to go back into channel, and then here, and I'm going back and forth and back and forth, and it's just too much. So anyway, that's another reason why I don't do the questions in here, because I'm sure a lot of people would prefer to just ask a question there. And I know it would be easier for most people, but it's just hard. I mean, I can stay in channel as I'm listening to things versus having to read. So that's kind of where that's coming from. All right, so let's get going. I have no idea what she's going to talk about tonight. But we shall see.
All participants are muted. The recording has started.
As we gather this evening, I invite you to focus on your own energies. Allow this to be a time where you are going to nurture yourself, where you are going to open up to just let the God, Goddess energies, or the energies of your own soul, come in and be supportive to you. So as you begin with your breathing, taking a deep breath where you breathe in through your nose and you feel that breath of energy as it moves in through your nose. It goes down into your lungs and you can feel it in your lungs. And then as you breathe out, let go of any tension or stress. Let go of anything that may be hanging over you. And you just continue to breathe in and out between each one of your deep breaths. As you take in another breath, allow this to be another focused breath of awareness. You breathe in through your nose, it goes down through your lungs, and it goes directly into your heart center. As you are breathing in and out, and as that breath is going through your lungs and your heart, feel as if you are connecting deep within yourself. And you breathe in and out, breathing gently, breathing easily, feeling as if you are just letting go of anything that may be hanging over you, so that for this time you can allow that breath of light, allow that breath of love to be here and present for you. Take one last breath in where you breathe in through your nose and you feel it as it's breathing all the way down into every cell within your body. It goes first into that signature cell, and then it communicates with every beat of your heart as your blood is moving through your body. You are sending impulses of light and impulses of the high vibration into every cell. And all you do is breathe in and breathe out. Namasika, Venia Benya. Namasika, Venia Benya. I greet you, beloved family, as I reach from my heart to yours. I invite you to take this moment and let all of your focus be within you. Most often during your days, you are very busy. You move from action to action to action until it's the end of the day, and then you're just exhausted. I would therefore invite you to take this moment and let every breath in be a breath with the clear intention that you are taking this time to nurture yourself, so that every breath out, you're letting go of tension, you're letting go of stress, you're letting go of anything at all that no longer serves you. You take a deep breath in and you breathe out. Create that ball of energy and light. You feel it as it's around your heart center. This is allowing you to expand that frequency of your heart chakra as it's pulsating with every beat of your heart. You then send a stream of that energy. It links with your solar plexus. It moves through your sacral center, down through your root center, and into the earth. Take a minute to feel the pulsation of the earth. This is anchoring you. It is also helping you to know that you are directly linked with Gaia. So for this time, it's allowing you to be supported by the planet as you are also sending energy into the planet. Anytime that there is that give and take, it strengthens the bond for you and for Gaia. You let that energy flow back up. It flows back through your heart center and goes up into your throat. It links with your throat energy, your third eye, your head center. And as it's moving up, it's connecting into your crystalline energy body. And then that stream of light finds you in the space of your higher self. Look around at this space. Know that this is a direct blend with your own divinity. Sometimes you feel a lot of your soul presence. Sometimes it's more of your human. And this is where everything blends. You then send that energy even further up. It just naturally streams until it ends at the space of your soul. As you connect with your own divinity, there is that feeling of expansion, as if you've come from a place that is limited into a place that is limitless. Your soul is vast. It is filled with the energy. I, the goddess, walk in and amongst each one of you that are here. As my energy combines with you, we move directly into the space of the all that is. Look around at what this is for you. For so many, it's like it's filled with joy. There is a sense of welcoming, a sense of dancing, a sense of just being present. The all that is also moving through a transition. In some ways, it is also shifting into a higher frequency. In other ways, it is a place that's been anchoring your own interaction with the universal energies. As you look around, ask yourself, what messages am I leaving within this space that I wish to remember? Consider, if you will, that you have created your own space within the all that is. It may feel or look as if you are here within this space and you can see this vast open awareness. For others of you, it makes you feel better to have that small, somewhat contained area that allows you to feel that sense of security. Whatever you do within this space, it is yours. During our journey a couple of weeks ago, we worked at length with that known as your unconsciousness. Your unconscious represents to the human mind that part of you where you store thoughts, beliefs, memories, experiences, sometimes links to other lifetimes. I invite you at the beginning here to set up a space and then ask to be shown what is important for you to know that is sitting here percolating within your unconscious. It makes me smile because many people say, I don't know, because I'm only thinking of that which is going through my mind and my thoughts and my awareness. I ask that question in that way for you to be able to have that discernment and understand that things tucked away and percolating in your unconsciousness are not often easy to connect with. Some of you did receive messages, but if you did not, it is completely fine. See in front of you a reflection of your life. It may be that you see your family, and then you may see your work. You may also see some of the goals that you have. You may see your house. It may also be as if you are watching a movie and you participate or observe a day in your life. As you consider this day in your life, for some you might speed it up a little. Pay attention to how many different things you are doing that you don't really think about. So many of you at work are multitasking. And in the back of your mind, you're anticipating what is coming next. What do I need to do? What do I need to prepare for? That's coming through the unconscious. Look at some of your relationships. And with those relationships, consider perhaps there is something that is going on right now. Maybe somebody you're thinking about. Maybe someone else is struggling and you're in that space of helping them. Maybe you yourself are struggling right now. But as you look at this reel of your life, you notice how in your relationships, there's so much that is processing in the back of your mind through your unconsciousness. There's a lot you're thinking about and you're very aware, but there's also that of which you're not paying attention. Let's take relationships first. Is there someone that you are seeking to either improve your relationship, or someone that may be struggling? Whatever it may be, whatever relationship pops up to you, as if that person is walking into this space, take a minute and acknowledge that they are here with you. As you connect to them, perhaps express whatever it is that has been on your mind and you would like to say. As you consider whatever that may be, you may also hear a response back, or feel, or sense, or know. After you have created this connection, then as if the two of you are turning and you're watching a big TV, look at what messages or experiences that God, Goddess, your soul, their soul, would like for you to see or know. When you have that sense of a third party, it helps you to disconnect so that you can see something more objectively. As you're communicating with this person, there's a good chance that you will see many of things that are the best of each of you as a reminder of why this relationship is important to you. What I'm noticing is that many of you suddenly have a group of you, as if the whole family is looking at the screen and interacting with one another. Sometimes when you receive messages within this space, It is allowing you the opportunity to receive input from multiple areas. Within this space, you are also receiving insights from that more ascended perspective. Just be here and present. And whether you see, sense, hear, know, or it's all just a space of feeling love, you will receive downloads of what these messages are for you. That interaction will go on as long as it needs to. If you would like, shift your focus and look at your work. As you look at your work, is there anything that stands out to you? As you consider whatever it is that may be happening, take this opportunity to express, be it thoughts, beliefs, reality, those things that you may not always be able to speak at work. Now is a great time for you to do so. As you look from this perspective, perhaps if there is a situation you've been trying to figure out, now is a time to receive insights. As that completes, shift your focus one last time into things that you are seeking to manifest. As I spoke that, it's as if it exploded around each one of you. As if your other relationships and your work are there and important to you, but what you're seeking to create is even more important because suddenly it's huge. As you consider, as you are looking around, what is most important that you seek to manifest? As you look from this higher perspective, open up your energies so that you may take in, is there something that you have yet to consider? Is there something either better or that you need to do in order for this to manifest? Now is the time to be open to receive whatever that information may be. I notice that as this information is moving through you, many of you are looking back at your relationships, you're looking at your work, and you realize how everything is so interconnected. And sometimes, if you have a limited perspective on one, it gives you a limited perspective on the others. So now is a chance to just open up and just expand your consciousness and let the flow of energy and light move through everything. As it does so, let go any unconscious desires or realities that no longer serve you, and to be present in the flow of these many, many potentials. There is such love. There is such light. There is so much awareness that is moving within each one of you. As I'm looking at the spaces around you, I see in many a sense of acceptance, of a greater understanding. I see in others a letting go of those things that you thought you wanted but have just been so frustrating to you. Let them go. It sometimes takes spending a little time in this higher frequency to let go of old frustrating issues so that you may welcome new potentials and opportunities. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. As if you are taking a step back, instead of having separate segments of looking at your life, just let it all go. And then, as if you are opening up your awareness, just look at your life and look at the beautiful illumination that comes in from the universe. Look at your many guides and angels that are here in support of you, and understand your own part of all of this. Everything is interconnected. Everything is interactive. And it all is here in support of you. Feel that unconditional love that is present within you, surrounding you, and filling up this space. You've just had an opportunity to observe how your whole life can rise in vibration and frequency as you take this opportunity to truly connect at this beautiful high vibration. Ask to know if there is a symbol, a sound or a tone, a word or phrase, if there is anything that you would like to give yourself that you can take with you in the weeks to come that will allow you to be present, to come back into this moment, to be present within this space and experience this unconditional love at any given moment in your life. I invite everyone to come together as a group. Some of you may still be in connections with whatever it is that you were working upon. But as you gather, you see coming up within you a hologram of the earth. As this hologram comes up within, each one of you can send into it that symbol that supports you. You can send in that intention of being in this high frequency, maybe some of the communication or what you seek to manifest. It all goes within this hologram, and the hologram begins to sparkle and turn. It anchors out within the universe, and that remainder moves down. It moves through all the levels and layers of the earth, anchoring down within the center until it turns around and begins to expand outward. You can feel as that's expanding, coming up through all the many layers of the earth. It comes up through where you are anchored, and your own essence, your own manifestation comes up until it anchors within you. That vibration of communication and balance also comes up through the grass, the trees, the water. It's there and available for everyone. Some working through their unconsciousness, others giving them insights that trigger their own consciousness. You allow the remainder of your energy to flow back down. It moves through your divinity. It moves down through your higher self until it anchors within your heart center. As you bring all of your energy back here within you, take a moment and consider your life. Take a moment and consider any insights that you may have received. If you would like to ask a question, I invite you to come back into the conference room. If you are watching this, you may see the phone number in the comments. but I will answer as many as I can.
Q&A session has started.
You may press the *6 on your phone, and that will place you in the queue. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Hi, guys. I felt the call to join in tonight. So I'm wondering if you actually have a message for me.
Okay. Well, as you started talking, I could feel myself going up to look at what you did. And it was very interesting to see. I had this sense of juggling. For example, as we were talking about, it was relationships, kind of people's work, and then just general manifestation. But as I'm connecting to you and seeing you in the all that is, I heard the number 12 come in. It's like there were 12 things you were working with, or 12 things you're integrating, or 12. I'm not 100% sure what that 12 means, but it was, the point being is that it was a lot. It feels like there's a lot on your plate, a lot you're considering, a lot that is happening. And so our message to you, or my message to you, would be to always remember to come back into that place of focus. Sometimes you forget to do your meditations or your prayers or whatever you want to call it, and also remembering to go outside. I know it may be really hot and kind of uncomfortable right now, but I'm hearing this sense of the importance for you to ground, for you to spend time in the outdoors, like barefoot in the grass, or if you can go to the beach or anything like that. And in doing so, then some of those things I saw you juggling, they just kind of drop to the ground. So that's telling me that there's a lot that you're doing right now, and a lot that may be distractions, but they're really not that important to you. That when you really get focused and you really get grounded, then you know exactly what it is that you need to do, and you don't get distracted. Does that make sense to you?
Well, yes, because things need to be achieved, and there's a lot going on. There's a lot to be made to distract me these days.
Mm-hmm. So then, is there a way that you can reorganize your day, or a way that you can maybe prioritize certain, instead of trying to touch on 6 things in one day, you're going to go in depth into 3, 4, 5 things, and then the rest can wait till the next day. We just have this sense that of not only is it important for you to remember to nurture yourself and take care of yourself, because now you feel just ungrounded at times, and that juggling just felt like it was a lot of like we said, just spinning balls, and not everything needed to be done. So perhaps there's a way of reorganizing, or perhaps there's a way of just giving yourself time that you're not run ragged the entire day.
I I'm not too sure that it's not that I don't get things done. It's just this thing I want to do that has come last, but and it's not progressing as it should at this point. But I do see that I may need to be in another place, or wait a little longer for this to happen. Um, it's because the circumstances are such now that I have to deal with a lot of things in the spur of the moment.
Mm-hmm. So when you said things are not happening or progressing as quickly as you thought, that's what we're tapping into. That's what you need to, instead of just focusing, how can I make this happen? What can I do? Why, how can this progress more quickly? Instead, push it to the background, let it be out of your thoughts, focus on other things, and then you can come back to it, and you'll have a new perspective, or things can drop into your consciousness for ways if you need to have things help or help or shift or change it.
Yeah.
We feel like this is kind of vague, but that's just for some reason that's just the way we're being told to share. It's about juggling and letting whatever it is that's at the forefront go to the background, focus on different things, and grounding and taking care of yourself.
Yes, I haven't gone out much lately. It's really very hot, very heat alert right now.
Yes.
And yes, going to the beach would be great, but it has not been possible in the last, I would say, 6 weekends. So yes, I'm in lack of grounding in nature for this, and I hear that, and I was thinking about making this happen sooner than later.
Okay, very good. Very good. Well, good luck, beloved. I'm sending you balls of love and light.
Thank you, Goddess, and have a good evening.
You're welcome.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Thank you for taking my call. I was going to ask you. I have 2 jobs right now, and both jobs are making me very tired. And I'm just deciding right now to keep one of my main jobs and quit the other job. And what direction do I need to go in my life as far as work?
So it feels as we're looking at you, it feels like there's one job that just brings in some extra income, and there's another job that's more what you thought you wanted to do, but it doesn't feel like either one of these jobs are really giving you the type of work that you want to do. It feels like there's something missing. Maybe it's mentally or stimulating or emotionally. It just feels like both of them there's something missing. And so we have a sense that what this is showing you at this time is that now I know through these jobs I have that I might get the income from this, but I don't really like the work, or I might have this that's bringing in some extra. It feels like you're learning things that you don't want. That's what we keep hearing. I know what I don't want to do. So sometimes it's the don't want to do's that can help you to understand what you do want to do. And so we have a sense of you that you feel stuck, like, oh, I can't get rid of the jobs. I have to have the income. I have to do this. So take time somehow, some way to step outside of that mode or that belief of I have to have the jobs. I have to have these incomes, and start thinking about, okay, I have to have the income, but what is also going to be interesting to me? What are some of my strongest qualities that I really like to do? And we do have a sense that on the journey tonight, like someone just wandering around looking around saying, oh dear, what can I do, what can I do? And so it feels like there's this energy that's kind of draining to you. And if you can either, whether it's one of these jobs or a relationship or something, I have this sense that it's really important for you to take time, no matter, I'm not sure when or how long it's going to be, but take time to really, as if you could start from scratch and say, okay, what do I really want to do? What do I really want this income to be? And then how can I start getting there? Because it feels like you're in such a rut that you need to somehow get out of the rut, clear the energy of relationships, clear the energy of these jobs, and then look for something new. And as you start looking from outside that rut and from a new perspective, then we have a sense of something new coming your way. We have a sense that by mid to late August, there is a change in the job status, whether it's a change to a new job in the company or a totally different company. I'm not 100% sure, but I just feel this change in your energy that comes mid to late August, and it has to do with work and relationships and this shift in energy. Does that make sense to you?
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hello?
Hello, how you doing?
I'm good.
So I've been practicing tattooing lately, and I've been wondering if you can see me being a tattoo artist in the future or anything like that.
So we see a lot of creativity in you. We see a lot of, it's like when you think about the tattooing and becoming an artist like that, it's the artistry part of it that really seems to be the stronger part. Like you have a lot of creativity. You really have a way of looking at colors. You really have a way of blending colors. And we think that this could be something that is a really good avenue for you. However, it doesn't feel like you're there right now. So whether it's you need more practice or you need an apprenticeship or something, we have a sense of you doing something over a period of time that leads to becoming that, and we think it is a good job. It is a good job for you, but we don't see you in it in this now moment. We see you either still learning or practicing, or I'm not sure. We just keep hearing the word apprentice. So if it's not literally being an apprentice, then what that means is more training or more certifications or something. And then that kind of leads you to a place. And then we see someone that's kind of like a mentor to you that takes you on, like in either in their business or something. It feels like this feels like this kind of large man. I don't know. And he just feels like he's someone that is a bit of a mentor to you, and maybe he's the one that's helping you get to that end point. But then he also feels like he might be the first one that gives you a job, and then you start working with him. Does that make any sense to you?
Yeah, it does. That's nice to hear.
Okay, so so it feels like it's a passion. It feels like it's in your it feels like it's something that's good for you, and it feels like it's a great potential. So when things, and it obviously has to be very detail oriented, but remember that it's that blend of the details and that blend of the artistry. And for you, it feels like the biggest draw is the artistic part of it. Okay.
Oh, gotcha. All right, thank you.
All right, you're welcome.
Hello, goddess.
Hello.
I was wondering what you see around my job as well, but also in terms of taking the next quantum leap in consciousness.
Okay. Are you thinking about moving to a new location?
I had not been.
We had a sense of you moving north. Um, we just saw, like you said, is there anything that you have to tell? And we immediately saw this arrow that went like north. And it felt like, I don't know, South Carolina, Virginia, somewhere along in that area is what was coming to us. And it felt like it was near a beach, but anyway, we just felt like there was this sense of, there was just this sense of moving north. That was the first thing that came to us. Now, the next thing that came is that you've done many different things in your life, and you're very good at working with other people, and you're very good at helping other people to understand or know what their potentials are. So that, and you've kind of gotten away from that with whatever your latest job is. It feels like it just is stagnant to us as we're looking at you. So so we have this sense of you like finding something else where you can kind of like get back to your basics, get back to what you really like to do, get back to between teaching and interacting with other people and energy work. All of that is what really resonates with you, and it feels like you've been kind of sidetracked into it just with everyday life, perhaps, is a way of saying it. But is that making any sense to you, beloved, how we see that?
Yes, it is.
Okay, great. So so we would say especially like this time, like the summertime is oftentimes a time that people can kind of just clear out, slow down a little bit, make new decisions, just consider different things. And that's what it feels like this could be to you. We don't necessarily see you moving immediately, but it just popped in and it was the first thing that we saw about you, but it felt like it's something that needs to percolate, and maybe you'll consider it. It feels like, I don't know, October is what's coming to us. But as far as the ascension process, you've already been doing so much along that line. And when we look at your vibration, we see it being in that higher vibrational frequency, but then your mindset or the way you look at the world or the way you look at yourself feels like it's not caught up. So what that's saying is that you have shifted a bit, but you need your everyday ego or your everyday reality to kind of blend in or lift up to be in that same vibration. Does that make sense?
Yes, that does.
Okay. All right, beloved. So good luck to you. Whatever you decide, you can't go wrong. You probably already know that, but but good luck.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. This next will be the last. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Oh, there you are. Hello?
Hello, goddess. My question is there going to be a partner or a spouse coming into my life during the rest of my life? I'm 67 now.
Okay. We have a sense as we're looking at you of feeling, maybe it's your beliefs, maybe it's your reality, maybe it's your truth, whatever it may be, but we have this sense of you kind of, we're not saying you don't have friends and family around you, because we do see that, but that your way of looking at the world or your way of looking at life is just a little bit different, because you're more spiritual, you understand the high frequencies, you understand energy. I don't know, there's just so much about this that's your normal reality that it looks like you're just different than so many of the people around you. Is that correct as we see that?
Yes.
Okay. So then, and so this feels as if it's one of the main reasons why you haven't manifested a partner in the past, because it would only go so far, and then you would be like, this is just too much of a difference, too much of a low vibration, or whatever the essence was. So it is almost as if you've been waiting for the rest of the world to go through this ascension process. My sense, as I look at so many people that have been alone for a very long time, is that as this world continues this ascension process, more and more people are going to be opening up. They're going to be at that higher frequency. They're going to have that greater understanding. And therefore, all of these people that have felt so different, or like, when it came to something as personal as a partner, that now there's going to be more people that are going to click. There's going to be more opportunity. And so as I'm looking at you, it doesn't feel like it's immediate this year, but it does feel like there is someone, and that part of the thing that draws you together is that he kind of initiates this conversation about, boy, can you believe these changes? What's going on here? And you say, well, yes, I know. And because in other words, the relationship begins with this spiritual connection to each other, and then it just kind of grows from there. But yes, I do see someone with you. I do see you growing with that, and I do see all of humanity being able to manifest and have new, deeper relationships than what they've had in the past, and it's because of these ascension energies. Does that resonate with you?
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Okay, very good then. You're welcome.
Q&A session is over. All participants are muted.
As the world continues through this process of ascension, you have a fabulous opportunity to be able to flow easily into the vibration of the all that is, into the vibration of your higher self, or into anything that allows you to just receive deeper insights, greater knowledge, greater perceptions, so that you will be able to manifest those things that you put forth during this journey. Life is about that blending of your consciousness with your unconsciousness. Life is about understanding that there is so much that you can recognize and the energies that you can work with. And there's still going to be that energy or that aspect that is coming from your unconsciousness. So be open to the flow, be open to the awareness, and know that you have all the tools that you need to be able to move forward with whatever it is that you seek to have. Beloved, know that I am ever with you. Ansaluia.